Hey guys, welcome to my version of Vogue Beauty Secrets. Okay, I'm back. I did my hair. I put a little ribbon in there. But I'm going to start off with my brows. Lately I've been using the e.l.f. soap brow, and they say to do your brows before you do moisturizer or even primer. So I'm going to start off with that, and I have noticed that my brows do last a little bit longer when I do them first. So that is definitely my favorite trick as of late. I'm going to get a spoolie. All of my spoolies are dirty. But we're going to work with what we have. Okay, so I'm just going to wet the brush, run it back and forth. I'm going to get another spoolie. Just kidding, friends. I'm going to run this clean spoolie. Very important that it's clean on my eyebrows, just like that. And spike the little hairs up. It's okay if it looks like there's product in there, because after we do that, we'll take the dull side of the brush and then press the brows up and wipe off any of the residue. And then now I can just wipe off the residue. My eyebrows, that's with the brow and without it. Okay, so after I have my brows in place, I'm going to use, I would have used my e.l.f. brush or my e.l.f. brow thing, but I just broke it. But that's okay because we put it back in, because e.l.f. products are indestructible and we're going to keep using it. I'd let them dry a little more and then fill in from the bottom, little strokes to resemble hair. Next up is we get to the skincare part, which is literally just moisturizer. I'm on Accutane right now, so my skin is extremely dry. So now I'm going to get into my foundation. I've been using the House Labs foundation for a while now, and it has definitely become my favorite. Before this one, I used to use the Patrick Star BB cream, and this one was matte, so I like more of a glossy, dewy look for my makeup, so I switched from that one to this foundation. Also because I needed a little bit more coverage, and this one is medium coverage, and it does an excellent job of covering up anything, all the redness, everything that I need to be covered up. So I'm almost out, so I'm just going to dip it in and apply it like this, because we're using every last bit of this liquid gold. Wet your beauty blender before you touch your face with it. I don't know what that does, but everyone tells me to do that, so I just follow the rules. And then I dab it in there like this. And this is probably the most satisfying part, especially if you have acne. You know how not good it feels to cover it up, but how satisfying it is to see all the kind of redness go away and see some glassy, clear skin that you haven't seen in years. From top to bottom, my cheeks are looking so much better, so I really don't need like to cake on the foundation the way I used to, which is super nice for me. Okay, so now that foundation's done, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my concealer. I use the Tarte Shape Tape, which is full coverage, probably a little more than I need, but also it is one of the best concealers on the market. So I kind of just have it with me on hand always, because it's such a classic that it really never will go out of style. I'm going to get my powder, my Patrick Star powder, ready in the little petri dish looking thing. It's because I hate when my concealer creases. So I'm gonna put a little dot underneath my eye and then at the corner. And I'm gonna do some on my nose to highlight the nose. And then that's it. And this part is the one that scares me so much because I got my concealer in a shade too light because I was crazy and I don't know why I did that. And now it like overpowers my face. So I have to be very careful with how I spread it. So I'm gonna bring out my little mirror. Overpowers. And then also put some on my eyelid as well. While the side looks scary, this side looks even worse. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna let this set in, then I'll wipe it off, and then I'll do my concealer. I like to let this one settle in because I just like to. There's no reason at all. I just like to do it. Okay, so now that I wiped off the powder, I can just go in and diffuse the concealer that was lined up on my nose. And then I'm going to take my NARS concealer in a super dark shade because this is what I use to contour. I learned this method from Nina Ubi on YouTube and TikTok. I'll link her little description thing down below. But she's the one that taught me how to contour and the difference between contour and bronzer. She literally taught me how to do all of my makeup. So if it looks bad, you can blame her. But if it doesn't, then go watch her. But so to contour, you're gonna wanna take a little dot. I used to do like a full line and it used to be way too much. So now I just do a dot right at the top of where my ear is, slanted down. And then same thing. A little bit lined up into my hairline. If you have a bigger forehead, this is like what it's for. I don't, so I don't really need to do that. I just bought a super big bottle and feel like I should use as much as I can. Okay, and then here I keep my hand lined up so that way it doesn't go like all the way down here and make my cheeks look super, super big. And then I bring whatever's left over down here to give my jaw some definition because I have no jaw whatsoever. And then same thing, just line it up. And any leftover just go straight down here. I definitely use too much on this side, but that's completely fine because the good thing about makeup is that you can always cover it up, add more, add less. So nothing is ever too big of a deal. I'm going to take my NARS blush that I just got in the shade Behave. It's in the super cute packaging too. Okay, so I'm gonna add, I usually use a lot of this stuff because it's pretty muted on my skin tone at least. So it takes a lot to really show up. And I got this brush from e.l.f. I don't know which one it is, but it looks like this. And then I kind of just tap into my skin like that. And this is a very natural color, but it is buildable. So if you want it to be more pigmented, even though it is natural, it will start to look very unnatural very quick. But that's not necessarily the look I'm going for. I'm just going for appearance. Because I'm a little bit darker, it takes a little bit more to put on, which is completely fine. I just have to do maybe 2 coats. Diffuse that in again, maybe bring it up. I think it looks pretty decent today. I think this is a good makeup day. This is a really good makeup day. I'm going to take my Urban Decay setting spray and just set all of that. cozy. I don't have a fan anywhere, but I do have this. This is the Endless Summer Vacation vinyl that my parents got. Don't worry, it's still in plastic. I would never have like foundation-y hands actually touching it. But I will make a whole separate video just talking about this album and my love for Miley Cyrus. I already have, but I never released it. But that will be coming up very, very soon. I'll do like a mukbang and like talking about her in my car. But this is the greatest album she's ever released. Get a good look at it. Listen to it in its entirety if you haven't, because it is the most beautiful work of art. I used to do these two colors mixed in, but I'm feeling a pink today because I have pink in my hair, pink in my blush. So I literally just take a tiny, tiny bit on my finger and kind of rub it back and forth on my eyelid. I'm really not that good at this, so I have to focus, but I'll be right back when it's on. Okay, so I'm back with my little eyeshadow on, and I also added a tiny little micro brown wing with my NYX liner. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks, as long as I like it and as long as I think it's cute, I'm gonna do it. You are the most important person in your entire life. So, with that being said, I'm gonna get started on my lippy combination. I use Fenty. I use Sea Sweetheart. I don't know, but you can tell me what this is. It's the matte lip gloss. And I'm just gonna wipe off the Aquaphor first. And then literally just go like this. Make 3 little dots. And then rub it in with my finger. This is only because I'm on Accutane and I can't have like lip products on because it just completely rips off the skin, any skin that I have on my lips. It just like makes it so incredibly dry. So to keep it minimal, that's what I do. But add a little bit of color back into my lips. Directly after that, we're gonna apply the good Aquaphor. That step was designated for my Accutane girlies. Now the lips are looking cute, but we have one last step. We're gonna do the Fenty Glow in the Gloss Bomb Cream lip gloss. So I have pretty much everything done except for my mascara. Once I finish that, I feel like I don't need to show you guys how to put mascara on. Then I'll be back and show you guys the finished look with my outfit on as well. The final product, or the final thing, is shaping this little section right here. So I take my powder and this little spot right here on my ear is where you start, and you drag it to where the top of your, or like the middle of your lip is. So that's what it looks like, just to shape and give your cheeks the illusion of a curve. That's why they created this technique. And then also to shape the nose, I'm gonna bake right on the side of where I put the concealer on. I could contour, but honestly I feel like my nose is dark enough to where I don't really have to contour for it to end up looking contoured, just because the shade of my concealer is so light. So after a couple minutes, I'm gonna wipe this off, and then I'll be back with my outfit so you guys can see the final look. Okay, so this is the final look. So this is the final look. I feel like it's giving very much ballerina, especially with the little bow in my hair. But I think the makeup, I think it's pretty good. This is like one of my better makeup looks yet. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will be uploading new videos, especially with my new camera. I'm so excited to have you guys be a part of looking into my life a little bit more. And I hope anybody watches this If you do, thank you. I really do love you. I promise, pinky promise, that now that I have my new camera, I will definitely be uploading bi-weekly, probably. But yeah, so here's the fit one more time because I feel like it just served so much. Don't mind that my room is messy, but it's literally just yoga pants and a shrug. But there it is. Anyways, again, bye guys. I love you. Have a good night. Ooh.